Thanks for jumping on. Okay, so we were just talking about Valerie, you're the only one who missed the team call. We were
Sorry.
talking, no, you're cool. It's totally fine. We were talking about like the excitement, the explosion. I was singing your praises, Valerie, too. um, from April, and just like how we're gonna like kind of reap some of that in May, but also keep it going, right? Because we're not just here to like have a good month. We want to just keep building and building and building and keep the momentum going. So I shared with you guys like my crazy ass like pipe dream. And it was so funny that Sophie asked me. She's so cute. And you guys, she literally, we do prayers when she goes to bed, and she, no joke, prayed for me to go sapphire.
No.
And like, it was so cute. She's adorable. I'm such a proud mom. But just so you guys understand, like this is going to be a 550 plus point growth every month for the next 3 months in order for us to hit that. We just grew by 200 points last month, which was incredible. And I want to like almost quadruple that. So I'm fully aware that pipe dream, totally aware of it. But I also at the same time see that it could happen. Like I see what we're creating, and I fully believe that we can do it. And part of me doing that, like I'm like, we are doing it because I know with me doing it, y'all are going to be kicking ass too.
Right.
So that,
May momentum is like what I keep getting.
yeah, exactly. So one of my goals for you guys is all of our leaders on our team a minimum of a 50-point growth. And to put that into perspective, like you might think like if you only have 50 points, you might be like, oh my gosh, where in the world am I going to get 50 points? Like that's like, you want me to double my business in a month, Michelle? I've been doing this for 5 months and I can't. It's
It's
10 people. It's 10 people. Like that's not very many people. We know 10 people. We all know 10 people. Right? And you don't need to go find your own 10 people. We're going to go find our 6. I think we should all on here be committed to 6.
and
Like
then they find one minimum each.
exactly. And then so you go get 6 and you develop 1 silver, that's 9.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's going to be like what we're working towards this month is a 50-point growth. If we have 10 people grow by 50 points, how many is that?
I want every wife that
500.
sign up to have their husband sign up and reset
Yes.
together because
Yes.
like Adriana and Caleb are having amazing results. And she's like, it's shifting our marriage. And they've been on it less than 6 weeks.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And that's like another thing is we need to have a mantra of like nobody starts alone. Who's doing it with you? And that's something like with most of the people, like some of the people I started last month didn't start with someone, but I also created 2 silvers. I had 2 people get a 2. I had 2 people miss silver by 1 person. So of the 12, I had 2 silvers and 2 almost silvers, and I don't know what happened with the rest. Like I had a couple that snuck in like the last couple days of the month too. So like our thought, like if every person we sign brings a friend, if we sign 6, they bring a friend, that's 12, and then we still need to like who's going to be our silver. Like every month I'm like, who's my silver? Who's my silver? This month I want to create 3 new silver, 3 level 1 silvers. I'm gonna be specific about it. I want 3 new level 1 silvers this month.
Are we mapping right now? Is that what we're going to do?
If you guys want to, like I already mapped Valerie. Deidre and I know already mapped.
Which Teresa might hit silver this month.
Yes. Yes. With you guys, okay, you guys know who Teresa is. Share.
She was at the
You
retreat.
share this, Valerie.
Well, Teresa went, so when we last talked to Teresa, like at the event, she was on all sorts of medications for her prediabetes and ADHD and depression and like all this other stuff. She went to the doctor this week, and her doctor took her off all of her meds but one.
Because her numbers are balancing out so much?
Yeah,
or what?
because she's just doing fantastic without them.
Amazing.
And then her son is like, how old is he? I'm trying to remember. I think
She has
he's
4 kids, right?
6. Yeah, one of her sons is, I think he's 6, and weighs as much as their 3-year-old. Just has a lot of health issues. So she actually took her vitamins to her doctor and to his doctor. And her doctor, part of the reason that her doctor said she could go ahead and take her off all of the medicines was because she liked everything that she was taking and it was helping, and said, I'm going to take you off of these, keep taking these. So like gave her the big go ahead on that. And then her kids doctor gave her the go ahead to start giving her son, and he's on the spectrum and stuff too, and he has a lot of like stomach issues and a lot of other stuff. But anyway, so she wanted to talk to the doctor first because he's, a little kid. And so told Teresa, like, yes, please put him on these. So she messaged me today about asking about the best way to go about ordering all the stuff for her kids. And then she's like, well, what if I decide I want to put all of my kids on it? Because I talked to her about getting her husband to sign up underneath of her and ordering the kids stuff through him. That way she could have it just come back in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
make commission off of it.
Yeah.
Right. So she was talking to me this afternoon, and we were talking about having, she was talking about, because she's like, well, if I want to put all 4 of my kids on there, and I was like, well, who do you know that would be willing to order for you? Like, if you want to do it, like, who would be willing to sign up so that worst case scenario, you were ordering through them? So
Yeah.
saying that she might get her mother-in-law to do it too.
Yeah. And then
So-
also too is like, if she's talking to these people, like, hey, the kids are going to use these.
Yeah.
This is how it's going for me. It's going to get these people excited too.
Yes, and I told her, sorry, I was sitting in the dark. I told her, like, when she told me that, I was like, you need to post that, like, right now. Like, I don't know if she did. She had finals week this past week for
Yeah.
nursing and all that stuff. So she's been super crazy busy. But I told her, I was like, you need to post, not only did you go off all your medicines, but your doctor said, I'm going to take you off of what I'm prescribing you so you can take these and like just take those. Like your doctor gave you the big go ahead for it.
It's huge.
Like I was like, that is huge. So
That's so big. Yeah.
My naturopath is loving all of the products that I've been on too. She's like, these are really good. Like these are good quality. I just started seeing her. So it's like having those conversations.
right.
Yeah. I love it when they get it.
Yeah. I want to send her the Diamond, that's a naturopath. Hogender. I can't say her last name, but she's a naturopath doctor. She's a GAPS practitioner. And she has this amazing video that's like 3 months old,
Oh.
talking about how her daughter who had leukemia is on ProBio 5 and like she's detoxing from chemo. Like they keep smelling it every once in a while. Like it's working so well on her system that I'm like,
That's incredible.
Jill just posted that.
Wait.
I'll drop it in the chat. It's an
Thank
amazing
you.
link.
Thank you.
And it's
That
16
just
minutes
made me
long.
think of someone. I have a friend whose daughter has, I think it might be leukemia and is going through
Yeah.
chemo right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message her if I can get that. Thank you for sharing that. Let
me grab the link.
Thank you. And just pop it in like that Pink Life chat or something.
Yep. Okay.
Sweet. Okay, so 50-point growth for all of us. That 50-point growth, you guys, that's going to be huge for growing our business, but also for earning the cruise. So I was kind of talking about how we mapped out one of Joy's ladies today. who just went senior silver. So basically she just went senior silver. How we mapped her would put her just over gold, like 112 points. It's basically a 50-point growth for her. That, and it's obviously going to play around a little bit differently for everyone, how it all comes in, but that was 480 points for the cruise. Almost half of what we need to get on the cruise ship. So like, if you think about growing this month, we're just kind of going to assume we'll probably end up with about 500 cruise credits from that. And that's also like growing by 50 points. It's about $150 in cash too. But that's just the points. We're also going to get paid on all of those welcome packs too. So we're going to be looking at well over $200 in like extra money that like than we made last month. Okay. So think about what you made last month. We're going to tack over $200 onto that from growing, and that might put you at a rank up. So that's going to give you more points or more money. And if you guys don't know, if you have someone go fast start as a level 1, you get half of their bonus. So fast start silver, you get a $50 bonus. Fast start senior silver, $75 bonus. Fast start gold, $125 bonus. So like that's awesome that not only are you getting paid off of all the people, like you're getting paid off those points, you also get commission on their welcome packs too. You get that bonus on them going fast start. So that's something to also think about. And that's what a lot of you, like if you're developing a silver, it's most likely going to be a fast start silver. So you'll also get that $50. Okay. So the helping your people like that is, and that is also where we're going to get that retention piece. Remember, the retention is like the key to earning the cruise. You remember how we like sign your 3 this month and keep them till August? It's 250 credits. It's all about that retention. So part of what we're doing for the retention is we're running that group on Monday. I want you to be contacting every single one of your customers and inviting them to it and saying like, you need to do this with me, and not just like, hey, do you want to do it? Like, you got to do this with me. It's going to be really good for you. Like, tell them why it's going to be good for them. Tell them what they're going to get out of it. If they don't have a reset, say, hey, I'm going to be doing the reset. You should try it. You should grab a reset and do it with me. If they don't have one, have them order one. Guess what? That means they're ordering this month. If they have one on hand, great. They can use it. And I always talk about like, you should reset. And then I list what their goals are. This is why you need to reset. This is going to help you with this. And then let's get you a buddy to do the reset with you too. Let's get you accountability. So we're going to always be like adding someone to their repertoire, right? So that's going to be a big part of that retention. Also, from now on, when someone tries to quit, call them and say, I'm not going to, I won't let you quit on yourself. That's what you're doing right now. And I won't let you quit on yourself. What do we need to do? Let's do a product. Like today, I actually had a girl message me from the drip and say, can you take me out of this? And she messaged me almost 2 months ago and was like thinking about canceling it because she was having some like digestion issues were coming back up basically. And I was like, let's troubleshoot. Well, I haven't heard back from the girl. And so I was like, yeah, I can take you out. No big deal. We never got to connect though. I would love, like, sometimes we really, with these products, we just need to like we need to mix something up and find what's going to be working best for you. Can we revisit that? And while we're not revisiting it yet, she ended up telling me like she's in a really ugly, breakup. Like she's like, it's super ugly. And so I said like, girl, I'm praying for you and I'm going to follow up with her. Like, I said, like, what can I do besides pray for you? And she's like, the prayers are so helpful. Like really need, like, I have no idea. I don't even know who this is. She's like a level 5 or something, but you know, I was there and to give her that love, and I'm going to revisit. So that's kind of like that. You girlfriend, I'm not going to let you quit. We need to adjust your products. Like, and then talk to him like, okay, maybe it's not the products. Are you drinking your water? Are you moving your body? Are you in the cupboard eating Oreos every day and complaining that you haven't lost any weight? Like,
are you sleeping?
Are you calling me out?
If you feel called out, then yes.
I kind of feel called out.
Valerie ate Oreos after she finished her reset.
What? Like right after?
No, like the next day. It was only
Maybe
one.
She messaged me about it though, and I totally thought she was telling me that she ate them during the reset, and I was like,
My willpower's not that bad.
like we talked it through because I was like, come on, Valerie, like. And then I was like, okay, after the reset, one Oreo, like I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
It's Robbie's fault.
He agreed. He shook his head yes. He always comes out here at night with the little package of Oreos. So we don't have any right now.
Good. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling him out. Okay, so retention, loving on your people, following up with your people. Do you guys all have that customer care page that I made of like how to follow up with your people?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me send you. I'm gonna drop it. Well, I'll drop it in. Oops, wrong. That pink. Okay. I'm gonna just drop this in the Powerhouse chat. Okay. So the link I dropped is kind of what I put together for you guys last month or whenever it was, and there's lots of things in there, like literally like a Bible of messaging people, like messages. It's like a message Bible. There's the welcome to Plexus virtual guide thing. There's lots, but the very first thing on there is customer care. And in there is a follow-up system and a troubleshooting system.
Yeah.
Okay? Use
Nice.
those.
Yeah.
Atta girl. Nice job, Kirsten. I'm here to help. So we want to, that like follow-up guide is going to give you some ideas on like how to follow up with them. You guys all know that I have my drip system. Deidre Joy has her drip system. She's kind of putting all of her people in hers, but like you have like a follow-up, but you should pretend like my drip system doesn't exist. Because let's be real, half the time people opt out of it or don't pay attention to it. Sometimes I get filtered as spam and people literally never get my message. I don't know if you guys know that. Like that's something I had to learn. I'm like, why does no one ever respond to me? I'm like, oh, I got spammed. Got it. So
I'm glad my new people are responsive. Like that's good.
Yeah,
Jolene
like
and
Liz was like, she like was messaging me for quite a while. She didn't respond to, I tried to ask her what they're using to support her son with his gut health, because I know that is a thing. And she
probably nothing, because he gets transfusions at home. Like I know he gets transfusions, but
that's why
or infusions, I mean, like of the medicine.
That's why he needs it.
Yeah.
So some action steps are going to be, we need to refresh our lists. That's something I did today. So I refreshed my hot list from last month, my who I can talk to this month, and like who I'm relationship building with. And I am personally keeping my prayer thing going this month. Like it felt so good. It takes me such a short amount of time to send out 50 messages. I love it. And that's what I'm basically sending that out. My goal is like 5 days a week. I'm sending 50, like, how can I pray for you messages? If that doesn't sit well, like find something that you guys can use. I think it would be really smart for us all to print out our Facebook friends list. Just go to YouTube and type in like Facebook friends list, download Facebook friends list, and you'll find a video on it. And it will show you how to download your friends list. Valerie, you printed yours, right?
I imported mine into an Excel sheet.
That's right. So
I have a question.
Yeah.
So do you guys use the Plexus Engage app?
No, it's not working right now.
Okay, because I've been trying to like log into it for like a month and it's not working. And I was like, what the heck am I doing wrong?
I don't know if they're redoing it. I wouldn't be surprised if part of what's coming in June is like a whole new app, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Good.
This is just an
But
inkling.
pivotal on an app. Yeah.
It pivotal on an app. I think there's going to be some technology things coming. And they've been talking about them for a while. But Engage has been down for like a month. So don't even use
I
it.
don't think I even know what that is.
I've stopped using it a long time ago, to be honest with you. It's basically had videos and stuff. So I would download your Facebook friends list and you can use that and just start at the top and you're going to work your way through. And like, if you just have a pre-recorded message of like, hey, I was just thinking of you, or you randomly popped up on my Facebook today. How are you? Like, it can be something like that. And it doesn't matter if they actually popped up on your Facebook or not. They're not gonna know unless they haven't posted in like a month. That would be weird. That you might want to check their page if you're going to send something like that, because you know, those people that like legit never post, obviously they didn't pop up. But you could also record of like, hey, I was just thinking about you today. It's been forever. How have you been? You can be a message like that. So we can also go back to the old school of just like scrolling, commenting, making a list. I love the ease of my less than 10-minute 50 messages. It's fabulous. It's great.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Well, the problem with scrolling is like I have over 1,200 people on my Facebook and I probably see 10.
And that's part, like my feed is a whole new, like it's completely turned over because
Yeah,
I've been sending these messages, because I've been interacting with brand new people that I haven't interacted with in who knows how long. I'm messaging people that I added in 2019 currently. I started at 2023, obviously, and I'm now at 2019. We're moving. Like, I haven't talked to, and there's so many, like, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that person. Oh yeah. There's some people I'm like, I have no clue who this person is. No clue.
I've had so many of those. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but
racking my brain of like a lot of people that I'm like, oh yeah, like I know who a lot of these people are. And it's also, I can tell when I was working my business and really tuned in, because it's like I'll get a slew of like, oh, I know who they are, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I have no idea who any of these people are. Kirsten, you're done. What's up?
No, I have questions. Okay, so you know how you'll send like, oh Lord, what do you call them? Like there's pictures and then there's the products and then there's like what they do
The
and
combo.
things like that, and they're like really
benefit sheet?
cute and they're really pretty. How do
The
I get
graphic?
those?
I'll send them to you.
Because I need all of them.
I'll just send them to you.
Okay, because I won't like, I've been trying to navigate the Plexus website and the virtual office thingy and the resources thingy, and I'm good with technology, but for some reason I cannot figure out this website to save my life.
So the like pictures and stuff they're like graphics that other people have made that are in like various different groups, or like the ones I have, honestly, I pay $10 a month for them.
Oh,
But since I pay $10 a month for them, you guys get to have them too. I just sent you all the combo pictures.
okay. Because I have a lady I'm talking to right now, and some of the stuff that she said, I feel really like I feel for her.
She's vomiting all of her issues on you, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she's vomiting everything, and I love it. I'm living for
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Yeah. I'm like, give it all to me. When people are like, I would like to lose weight, I'm like, cool, tell me more about it. I want to lose weight. Tell me more. What, like,
Yeah.
and they're just like, I'm like, oh gosh, do you even know how to feel anymore?
Well, some people don't.
No.
Some people, this is reminding me of when I worked for Weight Watchers, and like some people are just so disconnected from their body, they have no clue about anything, and I'm just like, how are you so disassociated?
Yeah.
But it's a thing.
My mind too, with like, I'm so in tune with my body that when I talk to these people, I'm like, what? How do you not?
Yeah.
I know
Let's
it's an
just pray
athlete
that
thing,
over our
but
businesses. Let's find people that are, yeah.
in tune. Yeah. Okay, so I want you guys to download your friends list if you haven't yet, and we're gonna work through that. Set your goal of how many people you're gonna be messaging a day or a week. I like the week, and then you can kind of break it down into like, okay, I got 3 days that I can work for an hour. Like that's when you're gonna do it. So then you figure out how many people you need to message in that time. So that's gonna be part of it. And then we need to be posting on our page every day, putting our face in our stories. You guys know what I mean by face? Talk to your friends. Valerie's over here. Am I awake? So show your face and talk to people. That's how they're gonna really start connecting with you as well. And Elise, was it you that was saying like stories is like your infomercial? Maybe
No,
that
but
was
I'm
you.
in it all the time and I get people that ask me more. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm consistent, you know.
Your stories is where you want to start selling things. And I know some people don't do stories. Some people are not on, don't even know what stories are. So that's why we need to be posting in both places, because some people are all over. That's the only thing they do is watch stories.
Right. Some people don't even scroll. They only do stories.
Right. But
Yeah.
stories is kind of, it's pretty much that accepted, like that's where you sell place. But you also don't want to be a sale. Like that's why we show our face and then we start selling. Okay. So that's kind of some of it. So we're going to refresh our lists. We're going to download our Facebook friends list, and we're going to start like not even reaching out to people necessarily. Because when I say reach out, to me, that's like, I'm going to talk to them about Plexus. You're going to connect with people. And when it feels right, when it feels authentic, you're going to bring up Plexus. Can we just agree that that's just how we're going to roll from now on? Of just like, it's on your heart, do it. Because I feel like that's the best place to come from, instead of like, oh crap, I got to reach out to 3 people today. I don't know who I'm going to reach out to. I just do it in the moment. And sometimes like with my prayer messages, people like pour their heart and tell me how they're like about to lose their home or like whatever it is. I pray for them. I tell them what I'm going to pray for them, all of that. And then a couple days later, I come to them and I say, I've been praying for you. Like if they've really been on my heart and I've been praying for them to not lose their home or to whatever health issues they're going through, I'm like, I can help you here. So I let it marinate for a few days. So I'm not like jumping down their throat either. But that's like, I don't necessarily have a set, this is how many people I'm going to reach out today. I just have a like, today's the day. They're on my heart. I'm ready to do this. I'm pulling the plug. Okay. That's yours as homework. We good? Show your face, post. And then what I want you guys dropping in the chat how many reach outs you're doing this week too. So we can kind of hold you accountable to that. And like every day, like, hey, I posted, sent my messages, showed my face in my stories. Woo! And we're going to push to have our first 3 people enrolled by the 10th. So basically almost a week from today. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all going to hold each other accountable of like, when you get one person, shout it out. Let's cheer each other on. When you get your second person, woo, party. Third. Because we want to like, if we can get those first 3, we're going to be set really, really well for the month, and for also making sure we're getting 6 too.
I just wrote down 10 people that I'm signing this month. So I was like, oh, that 6 was real easy. Like, just keep writing.
I love it. I love it. Elise is sealing her 50-point growth right now.
Yes. For real.
I love it. And that's like,
well, and I just started mid-March, you guys, to be honest. Like literally the week that we went to the beach retreat was when I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So like, this is 6 weeks of being in action.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would tell you, like, with my goal of wanting to grow by 1,700 points, almost 1,700 points in the next 3 months, I'm kind of committing to signing 10 people a month, because I know I have to hold my end. And so if I can bring in 30 people, like that's we're far from 1700 with 30 but you know, my goal is to develop a silver every month and to develop the senior silvers and to take them into gold and to like I have some real big like goals on multiple people going ruby in the next couple of months or beyond. So like I'm holding my feet to the fire of like, well shit, if I enroll 10 people, that's 60 points. So
Yeah.
I myself am going to help my own business grow by that 50 plus points.
Yeah.
So. Woo! All right, guys. I'm pumped for May. We had the showers in April. What does that bring in May?
Flowers.
We are blooming. The roses are coming out.
And the tulips are in full bloom.
I'm hilarious. The roses. I'm so funny.
Yeah.
Jack Kirsten. All right, you guys, I super love you.
Can I ask
Have a
you a
good night.
super quick question before we get out? I guess it might not be super quick, and you can tell me no, but
Go for it. What's up?
well, I was waiting until like the meeting was over, but I have a gal that like kind of was interested in the products, and I talked to her a little bit about them, and then but she said she was talking to her doctor, and now she just got approved to get a lap band.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I was like, you know, I'm glad you're taking care of you, but that, you know, like
The issues are still there. I just talked to a woman. Michelle, should I share?
Sure.
I talked to a woman today. I am severely anemic and I had to get an iron infusion, my very first one this morning. This woman sat across from me. She had gastric bypass surgery 13 years ago. Since then, she's been diagnosed with RA, Crohn's, and just had a stroke in March. And she works for the Red Cross and she had never heard of gut health. Like literally a charge nurse for Red Cross at like donations. And I'm like, you need it. Like all of these problems are stemming after her gastric bypass. She's like, if I could do it again, I would never done it.
yeah.
I actually, 2 of the people I signed last month have had gastric bypass. Every single person I have ever worked with that has had any of those weight loss surgeries have gut issues. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Also, the bariatric vitamins, oh god, they're so bad. You guys, they're horrible and they're expensive. And so that's one of the thing I got. Like I signed these 2 ladies and they're open to sharing. And so they're actually out sharing about how like they're getting their other bariatric friends on their vitamins. Because
they're probably saving money and better quality.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just didn't know like
So what I would personally do, and I feel like you've been around the block long enough, you can do this. One thing you can say is like, are you open to can I be honest with you and just tell you a little bit about something that I know? Or like, are you open to some feedback? Like if she still wants to get the lap band, she can do the lap band, but
Awesome.
the issues are still going to be there, the gut issues. And I would pull of like, I've worked with a lot of people that have had weight loss surgery and every single one of them went in and came out with issues and specifically gut issues. Lap band is like, they put like it's
like a rubber band kind of around your stomach so it can't expand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It basically shrinks the
Eat less
stomach.
food.
It's a band at the bottom of the esophagus, right above the stomach, to restrict the amount of food going through, to make you
Okay.
eat slower.
There you go. Yeah.
It can be removed, though. It's one of those things. It's that's less permanent.
Right. I don't know. I know she's pretty heavy and I know she's dealt with she's like literally I have tried everything except for plexus.
Except plexus.
And
I would go to her and just say, and maybe bring up that, like, have you ever tried
Has
to
she
heal
done a
your body?
reset?
Have you ever done gut?
no, she's never tried anything. And I was trying to get her on it. And I honestly, like, she was pretty open to listening to me talk about it.
Yeah.
But she was already in the process of trying to get approved for it. And then when this
Right.
last time I messaged her this weekend, kind of thinking, okay, I'll get her with this sale. She told me that she was getting ready to get approved for her lap band and that she wanted to save up because she like her insurance will cover like all but $4,000 or something like that. I wanted to be like, that's like 4 years worth of vitamins. But
Wow. $4,000.
Well,
I'm not
we'll pray for her.
huh?
We'll pray for her that she is open to receive, and even if she does go through with it, it's like you'll still be there to support her, right?
Right.
Because like,
Yeah, I mean, and even if she goes through with it, she might have other issues, and like you said, but
not might, when they come.
yeah.
Adrian, what do you got?
I'm not familiar with the process of getting a lap band. I know with gastric bypass or a sleeve, they have to lose a percentage of weight before they get the surgery.
Yeah.
So that could be one aspect you can ask, if do you have to lose a percentage of the weight? Here's
Could
a
Mhm.
way
help
to
her with
help
that.
you if this is really what you want to go through, you know.
Yeah, I know that she has been working really hard to lose weight the last couple of months because that was she said that she knew that was one of the conditions. And that's why I was thinking like this would be great for her. And like she was, so
Yeah.
I don't, but I just didn't know, like I felt like I just didn't know how.
I would try and keep the conversation going, and there's multiple different ways, and one of it could be like just the direct. Another could be like you've already created this momentum. Well, I don't know how long surgery is probably going to be, at least a month or so down the road. Like that stuff is like pretty well, I don't know, that might be
This
more
would
cosmetic.
accelerate her results.
But like maybe if we can get you in the right place, you may not need to pay that $4,000 for this surgery.
Right.
Or just, let's keep what you've got going. Let's get this weight loss momentum that you've already started. Let's keep it going. Let's start working on healing your body. There's more than weight too. Like, I don't know what else she might be dealing with if you've gotten to that. I would talk about like your weight isn't gonna make this disappear.
Right.
So
A lot of mindset that goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go help
All right,
her.
I gotta hop off.
Anyway, yep, sorry.
All right,
Okay,
friends.
momentum.
I'll talk to you all later.
Right.
Bye.